So, Fat Man, have we lost Fat Man already?
No, my computer's being
Fat Man.
it's yeah, it's like
It's being,
lagging.
it's being Canadian.
Oh,
I
don't blame the
mean,
Canadian.
it probably is yeah. Like on my feed, I had like a minute 20 left, but I knew it was lagging. So
You know, we'll talk about that and more on the wrestling show. Welcome, everyone. This is Sleazy.
this is the Fat Man.
And welcome, everyone, to another wonderful episode. Today, we have a very special Canadian on the show. Ryan Williams is here with us.
Hey, also, you forgot the Ring of Honor scorecard champion.
Go fuck yourself. God damn it.
And before we do anything else, I have a cool little stat about the show we're going to talk about.
What's that?
Who is the only person to wrestle on the first Death Before Dishonor in this pay-per-view?
That's a good question. So it has to be somebody that's wrestled on this past Friday's show.
And the first Death Before Dishonor, as I have it up here now, July 19th, 2003. So, like, almost.
Joe.
It was Joe.
Was it Joe?
Joe in the main event defended the Ring of Honor World title against Paul London.
Wow.
You know what? This is the first Death Before Dishonor was the dog collar match between Punk and Raven.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, like, nobody remembers Samoa Joe squashing Paul London.
No, absolutely not.
The other title match on the card, just to finish it off, AJ Styles and the Amazing Red defending against the Briscoes.
Wow. What a fucking match that would have been.
Right? They were your three big matches of the night. 10 years ago, almost to the day.
Except it was 20.
What?
Canadian math.
Yeah.
Canadian match, yeah. 10.
Oh, my goodness. Well, we got Death Before Dishonor 2023. I'm still bitter about it for multiple reasons.
It took place July 21st in Trenton, New Jersey.
I still can't believe you didn't go, dickhead. You live in New Jersey.
In New Jersey.
It was, and that was one of the things I'm pissed about, is that it literally was 90 minutes away and I just wouldn't have made it on time. It was just far enough away that I wouldn't have been able to make it. Go ahead, stop choking on the dick and say New Jersey.
Yes, but for fuck's sake.
In Trenton, Poopy. Did anyone watch the pre-show?
Kind of?
As we were talking about it, I kind of got it a bit and like running back and forth and shit.
Well, I definitely watched.
I come in knowing AR Fox was going to fucking win because they had announced he was in it.
FA.
What?
Oh, floppy ankles.
There you
okay.
go. It's not AR, it's FA.
Refer to him by his real name.
Slave name?
God damn it!
I said
4
real
minutes.
name.
4
I
minutes
said
you're on the
real
air.
name. I said real name.
Yeah, well, it's not floppy ankles either, dickhead. It's probably, no. Because then it'll be 4.5 minutes. 4.5 minutes.
His real name is
God.
Floppy Ankles. Head. Learn the gimmicks of the fucking show.
His real name's Thomas, okay?
Thomas James Ballister.
Ballister, yeah.
No, Floppy Ankles. First name Floppy, last name Ankles. Floppy Ankles. Yeah, everyone knew AR Fox was going to win that match because they literally in the middle of the match. Oh, by the way, or not really, but they announced it Wednesday that him versus Orange Cassidy. So
Yeah.
you knew that was
And
gonna
Shane
win,
Taylor, just after losing the finals to Dalton Castle for the TV title shot, is like, man, poor Shane Taylor.
Yeah, that was a good match though.
Yeah, it was. It was.
It's funny how Shane Taylor was the one that got left behind, and Keith Lee went off and then didn't do anything.
Yeah, it is. It's interesting how that entire thing just kind of imploded on itself, and I don't know. It just Shane's one of those guys where I think that in another era, in another company, he'd be their top star. But there's just so much talent around him that he kind of got left in a lurch because of it.
So you mean like Junkyard Dog Mid-South?
Yeah, yeah. Uh, I think if he was in MLW, he would have been their big star. You know, something like that. Or like NWA. You know, something like that.
All right, show opens.
Hold on. This is funny to say, but not say. But like, NWA was racist for their stars. So like,
Yeah, that's true as well. Maybe NWA wasn't a good example.
That's why I said Mid-South, because Mid-South they got over and it wasn't too bad. But like, had he gone to like NWA, like, I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Show opens with a lucha libre match. Gravity versus Commander. 10 minutes and 15 seconds. So the only place I found star ratings for this show was Voice of Wrestling, and 3 of the fuckers on there did it, so I just took their average.
Oh, God.
No, we don't do that on this show. Taking the averages and the authenticity representation of the shit. Because if they were going to do that, we would have did it on our year-end awards for years now.
What are you talking about?
I keep wanting to push the year-end awards of everybody pick the top 3, and then we'll do a point system on who wins the actual wrestler of the year and tag team of the year. But if you're going to take 3,
you're comparing apples to rocks right now.
They're painted red.
I chipped the tooth on both of them.
Nah, I just swallowed it whole.
Their average was 3 1/4 for this match.
Okay.
Sleazy.
I gave it 2 1/4. I thought it was okay. It was a traditional lucha libre match that they tried to tell a story in, but they didn't because they're former tag partners. But I'm not a huge fan of Gravity's style, honestly. Gravity, by the way, is Bandito's younger brother. But it just, I don't know. It didn't work for me, but it was a nice way to get like a very WCW-like situation where, you know, they're starting off with the cruisers to try and get the crowd out. But this was match 5, so I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Starting out the pay-per-view, yeah, it is different no matter what the pre-show is. There's people that will just watch pay-per-view. This was a good little Lucha Libre opener. I liked it. I know Fat Man hated it. I liked it. I thought it was really good. And I liked the finish because I had no fucking clue who Gravity was and did not expect him to win at all. And then when I was like, oh, cool. Okay. Right on. It's not like they're doing anything with Commander and AEW anyways.
True.
So it's like the loss didn't really hurt him. It's just most people would have assumed Commander was winning this.
Yeah.
It was an okay match for a house show. I mean,
I feel like that's higher than I thought you were going to rate it.
Me too. Me too, actually. I thought I was going to be the overrated piece of shit. Yeah.
No, it looks like Voice of Wrestling is. I wasn't impressed with Gravity either. He was sloppy.
He looks like a special needs Buzz Lightyear.
You know, I thought he'd stolen Colin Delaney's gear from To Infinity and Beyond.
My girlfriend who watched this with me literally said he looks like a Buzz Lightyear ripoff.
How is the talking sex dolls from Japan? Are they
They're
real?
great. Beautiful.
Sleazy would know. I'm not sure what. I'm not into Asians, so.
Ixnay on the Asian sex doll A.
Why is Michelle there?
Michelle is not here.
Michelle's the name of a sex doll.
Had you have popped up a little rubber hand, then that would have been something funny. You just pushed it back down.
If only I had one, I would absolutely do that. Just like,
yeah, head and that, or just like a mannequin head coming up. You just see the hair, and you're like,
With the
and then
mouth
all of a
that's
sudden you
a
hear
perfect
Al's
circle.
nose. Yeah. Where's my waifu pillow? Damn it.
Did you just call your wife a pillow?
No, waifu pillow. Like as in, it's not something you normally deal with. All the weebs know. You'll be fine.
Okay.
ROH Television Championship. Samoa Joe defends against Dalton Castle. 13 minutes, 35 seconds. Voice of Wrestling gave this 3 stars. Ryan.
I like, I don't know if you, because I read dirt sheets all the time, because I'm a fucking journalist and want to find out everything I can.
Huh?
This match was never supposed to happen on the pay-per-view. Did you know this?
I did not.
No, apparently Joe was supposed to take some time off. With Joe taking time off, the finals of Dalton Castle versus Shane Taylor were supposed to happen at the pay-per-view. Then the shit happened with Mark Briscoe, which was because stuff happened with Eddie Kingston, then it became Mark Briscoe, then it became Pac. They called Joe back to do the pay-per-view so they could have a bit more star power.
Okay.
With that being said, like the switch of it, this is a great little match. Joe's fucking unbeatable. This is Samoa Joe. This is Samoa Joe everywhere he's ever been, except WWE, but he just was injury prone in WWE.
Yeah.
It was an okay match for a house show. Not surprising, AEW refereeing fucked the match up. It has really nothing to do with the competitors. It's just, it does take away from the match. So the boys interfere constantly in front of the referee. And then the one time they do it behind the referee's back, Stokely Hathaway tells the referee, and the referee's like, okay, you got to leave. What was the point? It was really,
And they go right into the finish.
and they go right to the finish. Yeah. So it's nothing to do with it, but it was dumb booking, and it took away from the match. So nothing on them, but it did take away.
After watching the finish of Blood and Guts, this finish wasn't that bad. Like, I don't even mind, and even Stokely Hathaway being like the authority power in Ring of Honor, that part made sense to me.
I hated it personally. I thought I did. I agree with Fatman that it took away with the match. I still thought that the match itself was pretty decent up to the finish. I gave it 3 stars. A couple of notes that I have. Big fuck you to Joe for the senton splash onto Dalton. He was so high up on him, he literally landed ass first on his fucking chest. I loved the spot where Joe does the walk away spot, but the boys catch Dalton on the dive instead. That was really, really cool. The problem is the thing is the camera didn't catch it.
Nope.
And it was a tragedy because I thought that was one of the top spots of the entire match was that thing.
That spot was for us. That wasn't the top match for the spot. That's for all of us that pop at that spot, that love that little spot that Joe walks away because he's a piece of shit. Ha ha ha, funny. Like, that wasn't a crucial spot to that match.
No, it wasn't. Absolutely. I'm not saying it was. I'm just saying that it was one of my favorite spots in the match. Like, one of my top spots. But But yeah, it was still a 3-star match. I mean, it was a good match. The finish made it could have been a better match. It just wasn't. That's all.
Right. Ryan, you talked about it, right?
Yeah, I'll say it again. I thought the match was good.
Okay.
This is the Samoa Joe that should be shown to everybody.
Do you believe? And I'll throw this out there. One of the things that we always talk about on the show is that Joe was injury prone in WWE. Do you think he was injury prone because he was just doing more shows at that point and his body just couldn't handle it?
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe.
When you only have to do this once every couple of weeks versus once every second day, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's possible. It's possible. Yo, Dogger, who'd you like tag team matches?
Oh, I fucking love this one.
Shocker.
4-way match for the ROH Tag Team Championship. Lucha Bros defends against the Kingdom, Best Friends, and Aussie Open. 17 minutes and 13 seconds. Voice of Wrestling gave this 4 stars.
Good on them, because this match was fucking great. There was no Ron kids in this match to die. Everybody that could have won this match could have had a legitimate push, especially where this is Ring of Honor and it's not the NHL, it's the AHL. It's not AEW, it's Ring of Honor. Like, that kind of visionary to look at it. But I was shocked that Aussie Open, out of all of them.
Did he? You
What?
froze a little bit. You froze a little bit.
That's how shocked I was that Aussie Open won this match.
He's like, yeah, fuck it.
Everybody's showing too, like, and you still got your feuds come out of it later with the Lucha Brothers and Best Friends. The Kingdom are always going to be attached to the tag titles because they're always attached to the Briscoes, and those Briscoes, the Ring of Honor tag team titles, will forever be attached to the Briscoes now.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So I was also shocked that Aussie Open won, and you know what, Ryan? Fuck you. I'm gonna say it. Wrong kids died.
Who did you think was supposed to win?
Kingdom, 100%.
Okay.
Just like in the ladder match at Supercard of Honor. I was like, there's no way Jay Briscoe's not winning the ROH World title. Like, the Kingdom's definitely winning this match. Like, 100%. Nope. And I was just like, okay. That's...
I guess that's fuck the Kingdom again. Like,
yeah, I'm like, okay. Like, again, all 4 are deserving. All 4 make great champions, but wrong kids did die. The Kingdom should have won this match. I gave it 3.5 stars. Really good chaotic tag team match. Of course, Penta kick you out at 1 after a spike pile driver. Fuck you.
Well, you don't have to bring that up.
Just fuck you. Just, I hate those spots. And isn't the Lucha Bros finishing move a spike package pile driver?
it's a double stomp package pile driver, actually, but I'll forgive you.
Same thing.
No,
It's
not.
over spiky.
Yeah,
Same thing,
it's
same
more
guy,
spiky.
same letter, same guy, same freaking guy. So double fuck you on that one.
And also, it's a fear factor.
But also sleazy.
You pretentious piece of shit. Sleazy.
King Sleazy. Suplex. Wow, the suplex spot to the outside was really cool. There was a point in the match where nobody had any idea who was legal because they just started tagging each other. I'm like, isn't Penta and Trent legal? And then all of a sudden the Kingdom were in there and everybody else is in there and everyone was trying to tag themselves in. Fuck your... Yeah. Basically, yeah. Fuck your pile drivers. The Maria spot. The hug Maria spot, that was great. I love that. Aussie Open was a surprise. I actually really enjoyed the match despite it being a multi-man match. I gave it 4 stars.
Yo, dog, I heard you like tag team matches.
I like trios matches.
Yo, dog, I heard you like tag team matches.
I do, but it is a trios match.
Yo, dog, ROH 6-man tag team championship. So, fuck your trios.
Nah, fuck
Local
you.
Embassy.
You can say ignorant things like floppy ankles and I moan and Natasha and
Okay, one, those are their names. Okay. So,
Their nicknames.
I'm calling people by their names.
Their nicknames.
This literally is the ROH 6-man tag team championship.
That is true.
So, I'm going to call it a 6-man match.
And we call it by a nickname, which is trios.
But it's a nickname, not their name. So,
Kind of like Imone spelled backwards is a nickname.
that's literally her name, though. It is
It's
Imone
not. Her
spelled
name
backwards.
is Trinity, you asshole.
Her name is Imone spelled backwards.
Her name is Trinity
that's her
Fatu.
slave name. Her real name is Trinity Fatu.
Her real name is Imone spelled backwards.
What a callback.
Thank you. Bravissimo.
Imone first name, spell middle name, backwards last name.
Spell middle name.
God damn it.
Imone spelled backwards. See, that's
So
her
about
name.
this trios match that we're talking about with some
The
championship.
6-man match is Mogul Embassy defending against 6 or 9 and Leo Ruffin. 12
As long
minutes
as it's
and-
not Leo Rush.
12 minutes and
Fuck
20
you, man. Leave
seconds.
Leo Rush alone.
No, fuck
I'm
it.
trying to get the stats in. Another gimmick, and you're not letting me.
It's only a gimmick when I say fat man. Hit him with the stats.
Voice of Wrestling gave us 3 3/4.
What? Are you fucking kidding me? This is 1.5 stars.
He had a rating, so maybe somebody rated it low and somebody rated it high. Remember, it's a collaborated.
Well,
One of them
collaborate
gave-
this bullshit.
One of them gave it 4, one of them gave it 3.5, and one of them gave it 3 3/4. So it's 3.
And guess what? They're all overrating pieces of shit. The entire match was a mess. The only reason why they were here was to get some New Japan talent on the card and fill it out a bit. Ruffin is a cool little scrappy underdog, but there was no doubt of who was winning this, and there was no doubt of how it was how kids were dying. It was just, I hated it, honestly. I was not a fan.
So I guess I'm the ordering piece of shit. I gave it the Mike Sanders.
Ooh, above average.
The whole match was just freaking Ruffin taking the heat and then getting destroyed at the end. So it was, yeah. I mean,
They're not losing those belts till Best Friends needs the 6-man tags, and they're not getting them in AEW.
right. So, yeah.
It won't be until way after Orange Cassidy loses the All Atlantic Championship
Fuck.
or the International Championship or
He
whatever they're
doesn't
going to
watch
change
the
it.
product.
I don't watch the product. Fuck that. I don't
Just
watch this
know
shit.
it. All right, Ryan, go ahead. Talk about it.
It was a match that totally happened on this pay-per-view.
It was. You're right.
There was people in it. I'll give you my take on it. Is this why Brian Cage ain't nowhere else? Because like he's not as good as what he thinks he is. Like he's stuck in meaningless. We'll let's call we'll call a spade a spade. Like he's in meaningless 6-man matches, whether they're for championships or not. For a title, like he should not be in where he's to. It's kind of hiding him where he was supposed to be this big fucking great guy. What's your problem? What's your deal? Why are you being tucked away on this show and on a throwaway match that shouldn't have happened? Like, you know what I mean?
I understand that. This is a guy that came in not just as a big deal, but as a big deal with Jake the fucking Snake Roberts. You know what I mean? And
What?
I 100% agree with that. You know, just why. And I hate to put down the 6-man tag titles, but they're at best a mid card title in Ring of Honor. You know what I mean? And it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I like Brian Cage, but you got a point. He is kind of stuck in a 6-man. I'm not saying he's floundering, but he's not moving up the card either, so I'm not quite sure.
Well, they put him over on commentary at least.
Oh, great.
Oh, speaking of commentary, can we talk? We're about halfway through the show now.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the commentary?
Yeah.
I thought this was the worst commentated ROH show I've heard in a very long time.
Why do you think that is? I have a reason why.
Like, we'll get to it in the Fight Without Honor, but they set up the table spot right at the beginning with Grayson and Uso. You see them do it
Uso?
on camera. Uno, my bad.
Yeah, that's 2 matches away, dickhead. We're talking about the trios.
This goes part of the commentary.
Right.
You see him do it. You see the table. Then he goes through. Uno goes through the table, and who was it? Caprice Coleman's all like, "Where'd the table come from? You saw them set it up." That was like one of the examples. Like, he did it all night long. Where'd that come from? Are you watching your monitor?
Okay, so you're actually going to make my point is that Caprice Coleman was the problem on commentary.
Yes.
Specifically. Mm-hmm. And for a man who's been doing it for a while now, Caprice has been doing shows with Ring of Honor for a while as commentator. This was atrocious what he was doing. And it just goes to show you how much a commentator can affect your end product like that. And it's not like they don't have enough fucking commentators between Ring of Honor and AEW. Get somebody better than Caprice. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He was all night. He was like that. And I'm just saying that example, Ryan, because that was the one that came to mind the first.
Oh, okay.
But he did it all night. Like, even during the tag title match, he's like, "Where'd that come from?
Where's he coming from? Where's he
coming from? What's he? Are you watching your monitor? Because I'm seeing it. I know where it's coming from. Are you not paying attention? Are you looking down at your phone and be like, where'd that come from?"
He's like Booker T ordering DoorDash during the show.
Yeah, no, I would too. ROH Pure Championship. Shibata defends against Daniel Garcia. 14 minutes and 36 seconds. Voice of Wrestling gave this 4 1/4. Overrated pieces of fucking shit.
Wow, fucking somebody's so mad. Jesus Christ. Heaven forbid somebody likes a pure wrestling match.
This was an okay match for a house show at best.
Get the fuck out. Yeah, just get the fuck out.
How about?
Yeah, here you go. Stutter out your explanation now.
No, it was more frustrating because both these guys can go. I know Daniel Garcia is doing a stupid dance thing.
Because he's a sports entertainer. Watch the product.
Sports entertainer. I did watch the product. Fuck off. But it just when he was doing it didn't make sense in the match, and I don't
100% disagree.
Yeah, right.
I don't mind the spot. It just, I don't know. It didn't click. It could have been better. How about that? My frustration was I thought this match could have been way better than it was. And again, it was just Shibata doing fucking kicks and chops and just I'm not into that thing. So
may I, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Overrated.
I agree with whoever Voices of Wrestling. It was 4.25 stars. The dancing spot. Okay, so everyone knows how I feel about the dancing spot
Love it.
with Garcia. I actually don't like it.
Why?
Because it's gotten overused. But the 3 times they did it in this match made sense. Okay,
I don't think it's overused.
Get the fuck off here, and you shaking your head. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't think it's overused because it shows that he's trying to be a sports entertainer.
Yes,
when he's really a wrestler.
100%. I 100% agree with that. And at the end of the day, it's gotten him in the limelight. It's going to make him more money. And Daniel Garcia, a Buffalo boy, always going to be on my book here. On the other side of the ring is a man who came back from literally a career-ending injury, and still New Japan won't book him because they're afraid he's going to die in the fucking ring.
Man, sure, Paige came back from a career-ending injury when that black guy assaulted her in the 3-way. That's how her neck got hurt.
First of all, put some respect on Austin Creed's name.
No, it was Xavier Woods that hit it. Austin Creed is the guy that runs something else.
Oh, he was up, down, and down in it. But yeah, to be perfectly frank with you, the man had a brain bleed. You know, he's fucking, you know, you don't want to fucking do too many fucking weird spots in that match. Take a look at, if you look at the match from that perspective and you understand that he's barely taking any bumps, look at the bumps he was taking. Suplex spots, and he did one throw. That's it. He didn't take a bump the entire match. And he still managed to tell a beautiful story about a kid that's coming up. He did put his heart into it. He's still trying to be a sports entertainer, still trying to show off, but he still respected him enough to raise his hand at the end. It told a beautiful story, and I dare say it was probably one of my favorite pure title matches since the Pure Championship came back. I loved it. And I hate the pure title, or the pure rules and stuff like that. I really don't like it. So there you go.
Ryan.
I'm with Sleazy. I'm not the biggest fan of pure wrestling sometimes, but when it's really good, it's good. This, I really like this. I like everything about it. Daniel Garcia, in, I would say, the past year and a half, to me, has been the face of the pure division. Him and Yuta, because they've been feuding over, they've been having all these matches, they've been bringing this belt into a limelight on something that not a lot of people kind of knew about before or thought about that didn't watch Ring of Honor. So the fact that that belt got on AEW TV as well is good. I don't know who's going to beat Shibata at this point because I really thought Garcia was winning the belt back tonight. After they lost the tag title tournament, I thought Garcia's getting the pure title back tonight, and they'll run with that for a little bit. But no, I didn't hate it. That was good, and it's going to be interesting to see who Shibata drops the belt to.
Honestly,
that's the only interesting part. Who's Shibata going to?
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I think at the end of the day, it's going to be somebody like Josh Woods.
Who, coming out of the TV spoilers after Collision, Josh Wood calls out Shibata for a pure title match.
Yeah, I think he is the next one. And honestly, I'm not super stoked about that.
So we have a comment from M3 TV on YouTube. Shibata wants to be the longest reigning pure champion now. He said so at the media scrum. So he's going to be in ROH for the good while. And then it's blocked. I can't see what the other one. He won't drop it for a good while.
Yeah.
Julian says Daniel Garcia is such a good wrestler. Maybe people forgot that he won Bola in 2022.
That's also true.
My thing is
forgot that he won Bola
last year.
Yeah.
No, I see. My thing is that I like Shibata. I like Daniel Garcia. To me, it didn't click. That's me. It just didn't click. And again, I'm not big on that strong style. I'm just going to kick you, and that's all my offense. So
yeah, well, just an FYI, M3 TV is I'm
Sweet.
blanking on their name.
Sweet.
Rock Solid.
Oh, okay.
Which, by the way, I'll put them over. This morning I was on their show. That episode's coming out coming out shortly. They had me on the show to talk about tribalism between AEW and WWE. So check them out. I'll put their links in the liner episode.
I'll be honest, WWE's better, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, fuck you. There's my answer. There's my answer to that.
I don't even have a camera, and I'm just acknowledging with the one finger.
Acknowledging me with the one finger.
Oh, yeah, one finger,
honor.
all right.
Dude,
One
I know I'm
finger.
number one. I know I'm number one. I'm the only Hall of Famer on the show. We already know this.
That's a lie. You made somebody else a Hall of Famer. You're not the only Hall of Famer.
Did I say I was the only Hall of Famer on the show? If you opened up your ears, just shut your mouth a little bit more, you'd be able to hear me. Wednesday night at 6 p.m., they said.
Yes.
Sleeping. Oh, Josh the Goods Woods, too. He's really good, too. Did you guys watch the Pure tournament with him and Grisham?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I did, yes.
Yeah, we it's not like we are,
Josh Woods' Pure title reign was great. And then he lost it to Gresham. Nah.
Yeah. We know you're not the biggest fan of Gresham.
But my issue with Gresham was the same way my issue with Zack Sabre Jr. is. I feel like that's fantastic that you can. It probably would have been Danielson had Danielson not gone to WWE.
That's fair, yeah.
Because he went to WWE and learned how to do everything, I'll say. Not just one certain style and be good at one of it, but he learned the rest of it, what he needed. Sabre Jr. or Gresham with the WWE, they would at least fine or point them on the rest of the stuff that
they were missing.
Yeah.
Right. Fight Without Honor, the Righteous versus the Dark Order. 16 minutes and 40
Yo,
seconds.
dog, I heard you like hardcore trios matches.
I do.
I just see a Fight
like
Without
that
Honor.
thing.
I don't see anything about trios matches here. I just see a Fight Without Honor.
Can you kick him from the podcast and just be the Sleazy Horseman for this match?
It might be. It might need to be.
Hold on. Voice Wrestling gave this 4 stars.
Okay.
This was great.
I feel like that. I don't want to call it a 5-star match because, if I'm calling something a 5-star match, this was really close for me to be like that. Because this match was fucking great, and if you watch the product, this storyline has been evolving forever about the turn with Stu Grayson and the Righteous and all that, and the finish involved fucking Legos. So
why not?
They listened to the show.
Yeah, I have in my notes. Evil Uno, a fan of the wrestling show. I will buy your merch. Join DockerAlert.com. One of my biggest things about this match, which sounds so stupid.
I can't wait.
I didn't realize at first because he looked familiar, and then I was like, "Who the fuck is Dutch?"
Really?
Yeah. I know. So stupid of me, because I was like, "Wait a second. I know who that is. Who the fuck is that?" And for people who don't know, it's Detective Bill Carr, obviously. But it's just like I didn't put 2 and 2 together because I hashtag don't watch the product. I didn't realize that he was a part of the Righteous and this
he
whole
was a
story.
part of Righteous when Taven and Vincent had their feud before they left for TNA.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, which makes it even worse.
Yep.
I don't understand why I needed that to click. The match itself, great.
Oh yeah.
Fucking great spots. The obviously the Lego spots were all great. I love the fact that Uno took
2 power bombs.
Well, he took 2 power bombs, but he also did an offensive bump accidentally onto the Legos, and he sold it anyway.
Sold it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's shit like that where it's just like little
Unlike
shit like
in
that.
Blood
It's
and
like,
Guts, they're just falling on thumbtacks. I mean, okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah,
Ibushi does that after.
True.
So
Was that on TV? I just saw
it wasn't on TV.
Okay.
It was
it wasn't thumbtacks. It was the glass that was sitting in the ring for the whole match, and they're just taking bumps on and just getting right up from. But okay.
No, yeah, then you blame adrenaline.
You always have an answer for everything, dude.
I broke my arm in the ring and still tried to keep wrestling the match. I understand how adrenaline works. You don't think no better. You don't know no better. That's a real life thing that, regardless, you have to fucking suspend your disbelief.
I don't have to suspend shit. If
Well,
someone's
why do you
taking a
have to
bump
wrestle?
into gas, if someone's taking bumps into glass, they should sell it. There's no suspending disbelief.
There is, because if the glass isn't pointed up, you're just landing on flat glass. Unlike
Do I have to be the fucking voice of reason here?
That may have been the Ryan, I love you. That may have been the stupidest thing I think you've ever said.
Man, we watch professional wrestling, and you can't understand the suspend disbelief on some stuff, but love other stuff.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Tribalism. Like I said, WWE's better.
Hashtag
We're not
doesn't
even
matter,
talking
hashtag
about
hustler.
those. Yeah, right? Fuck.
Hashtag doesn't matter. Hashtag house show.
Sleazy, what'd you rate it?
I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was really good. The only thing that who the fuck brought the barbed wire table to catering? Janice is hashtag all elite.
Janice hashtag honor.
It's true, yeah, but the joke works better because they do the all. Okay, whatever.
No, I'm sorry to kill your joke with logic in an unlogical situation.
Right? Thanks, fucker. One last thing. The biggest botch of commentary the entire show happened here. Motherfucking Ian Riccaboni sat there and said, "Look at the size of that ladder. Stu Grayson's got to be 5'10". It's double him. Fuck you for telling everyone Stu Grayson's height. God damn it, pal. He's at least 6 foot. At least he tells all of his ring rats.
On the rats.
Oh, yeah, you can call the boys out for cheating on the wives and ring rats, but I can't make one little funny racist comment without you.
Perfect. Because
the boys
here's the thing.
Call them out on their shit.
Here's the thing. Calling them out on their shit and being racist are, again, comparing apples to rocks.
Yes, I know. Calling the boys out on their shit is the apples because you don't call your boys out on their shit. You can be a little racist, but you're not going to break up a marriage with somebody wanted a blowjob in the back of a U-Haul as the ring was being broken down.
That was oddly specific, first of all.
Yes, I was literally going to say, I was just going to say, speaking of experience, like...
Number 2, it was a joke anyway because of all the people that would probably cheat on the roster, he's probably lowest. But in all seriousness, though, it just goes to show you that, you know, wrestling's still at the end of the day trying to be, you know, larger than life. So to call somebody out on commentary that he's 5'10", god damn it, pal. God damn.
Listen, 5'10" is an appropriate height for the fucking wrestlers in Ring of Honor and AEW because they don't /know how to /want to book anybody over 6 foot to look like a legitimate monster like they should, which is a staple in wrestling regardless of what it is. Brian Cage, Keith Lee, Giants, who can wrestle like the flippy floppy fucks. Mm-hmm. And they're still not pulled. They don't like size.
I think part of the reason why they don't like size is that size doesn't work. You know what I mean? In the sense
bullshit.
No. In the sense of they're not. That's why they brought in Keith Lee and Brian Cage. You're not seeing Kane or some amalgamation of Kane in
Yeah,
WWE.
Undertaker wouldn't jump over the top rope like a cruiserweight.
Luchasaurus is another great example of that. They're all workers that are just so happy. Luke Harper, Brody Lee is another great example of that because he was trained not to be necessarily a giant, but a giant that wrestled like a cruiserweight. Do you see what I mean? Like every single person that they brought in that was a very large person could also work the lucha or the speed style.
Yeah, you know what the difference about that is? When you greet somebody and you treat them and train them right. I bring up Big Show. That man used to throw drop kicks out the top rope in WCW.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
He did that style and shit. And as much as his success in WCW was great, better name, bigger name, better worker when he went to WWE.
Yeah, because they knew what to do with him. Be a giant.
Yeah, but that is a tried and true method in any fucking professional wrestling company. Giants make money, draw ticket sales, all of that stuff. And there's people on that roster in AEW and Ring of Honor, specifically, that should be in a better. Brian Cage, promote him. Don't have him be a throwaway. If he's as good as what everybody says he is, put him in the TNT title range. Put him for the TV title range. Like,
I 100% agree.
that's right. You fucking agreed.
So this is not wrestling related, but I just
Did you get rid of your chlamydia?
that you gave me? Not yet. Apparently Twitter is going to be renamed X.
X gonna give it to you. Wait for you to give it on your own. X gonna deliver to you. Knock, knock. Open up the.
According to Elon Musk. Okay. ROH. Oh, wait. Sorry. Because fuck you.
WWE title match. Oh, no, wait. Ring of Honor title match.
Disagree. Stop. If you watch
No. Here's the thing. I was going to mention this. It's one, Ryan. You said that we're being too serious, but you're the one going off of being the serious one tonight. I don't understand what the fuck's going on here.
Because I'm defending the women main event in the pay-per-view in terms of if you watch the product.
Here's another thing. If you will let me fucking finish.
It's a
gimmick. It's a gimmick we do, so fuck off. Watch our product. I know you're on every other week now, but watch our product. Okay? We do gimmicks like that. 2, I literally have in my notes, this should not have ended the show. Because there was literally like a 5-second build for it. So I was actually surprised this didn't open the show.
I'm surprised that you said there was more than 5 seconds for the build.
I mean, Michelle's used to only about 5 seconds. I was putting it in terms that you would understand.
Man, she must love it when you give her a full minute.
It's the best 60 seconds of her fucking life.
Still don't put her over.
Just that one time.
Yeah, I still don't put her over though. Wow.
I gotta go right. I gotta go right. Finish the stats. Okay, hold on. Yeah, finish the stats.
18 minutes and 30 seconds. Voice Wrestling gave us 4 1/4.
I'll talk first. I gotta run upstairs really quick. This match was better than it should have been with 5 seconds of build. Makes sense it wasn't a main event because Athena and Willow Knight and Gail have been having a great fucking feud on Ring of Honor TV. There was no way Pac was winning this belt until it felt like Pac was going to win this belt. And then fucking Yuta come out and I went, there it is. Kingston's taking this belt off Castagnoli if there's any God.
If there's a God, it's Mark Briscoe.
If there's a God, it's Jay Briscoe, and I'm out.
Anyway, Mark Briscoe was 100% winning the title here.
Oh, yeah. 150,000%.
100%. I agree with most of them. I gave it 4 stars. It was a great match, marred by some dumb spots, like Pac getting put through a table right in front of the referee, and the referee just goes, cool.
There's some leeway because it's a championship match.
Yeah, Ryan will say that, but fuck him. No, it's stupid.
No,
dumb.
I agree. I agree with the fact that it's dumb. I'm just saying that's
Right.
how they usually cover it.
Also, Pac kicks out of a neutralizer when pretty much Claudia was trying to go for it 3 or 4 times during the match and couldn't hit it. So you would think, oh, hey, he hits it. Pac fears this move, he hits it, but then he kicks out anyway.
Yeah,
That
that's fine.
I was
just
fine
fine
with. I was like, I mean, that's a little nitpicky, but I was just like, if you're gonna build up to him hitting the neutralizer, shouldn't that win the match?
No, I disagree because he's not been using the neutralizer as the finish anymore. It's been his signature, and he's using it as a good near fall now. But the Ricola Bomb is his finisher.
Okay, but
No.
so that makes it even dumb now if he hasn't been using it as a finisher, but Pac feared it more. So I don't know. It just,
Well, he wasn't been going. Well, the thing is, he had an answer to the Ricola Bomb.
he had answered the neutralizer 3 times.
Yeah,
So I don't know. It's nitpicky. I was just like,
I agree. It's definitely nitpicky.
but still, I'm valid in it. Fuck you. I'm always right. You're always wrong. But it was like Ryan said, it was a better match than it should have been.
I agree. It was a good match. It was a great match, hampered by the finish. I thought the air raid crash was a nice tip to Sheamus. I hated the finish. I really did.
With Yuta coming down.
Yuta coming down and then immediately having Pac lose. Like it was like half a second. Yeah. Are you telling me this world traveled multi-champion man who's done pretty much everything in the professional wrestling business can be distracted by Wheeler Yuta coming out? Really?
He did.
It was
So
stupid.
see, you're being nitpicky. We have
No,
nitpicks.
I don't. But I don't like it. I think.
Well, I don't like him trying to hit the neutralizer 3 times. Then when he finally hits it, it doesn't end the match. Like,
No, we had to wait for Wheeler Yuta to get involved.
to get his payday on the show.
Right. I thought the post match stuff was interesting and weird all at the same time. Why did the best friends come down to save when they shouldn't have a dog in this fight, so to speak?
Right.
And
Which brings up the Lucha Bros. So yeah, I mean,
yeah, it was
weird.
that was kind of
thing about WLC on how great of a match that WLC is that
yes, we were talking about that, and I was like, I wish Ryan was here to defend it because I'm by myself.
oh my god, it's one of
He's
the
by himself and wrong as always. So I don't
is
know what he's talking about.
top 3 wrestling matches of all time that had no business being so good as what it was. It's up there with Knoxville and Zayn. Should not have been. It's a 5-star match that nobody should give 5-star match to.
No one should give that a 5-star match. You're absolutely right.
Everybody should give the WLC a 5-star match.
You're
See,
100%
the thing
right.
is,
On a kickoff show.
Sleazy, what did you rate the ROH World Title match?
a 3.5.
Not as high as WLC.
Not as high as we all see. Because the thing
All right.
is, it would have been 7 stars if it were in the, the mini Tokyo Dome.
It's like a turtle show.
Yeah, it's like a little tiny turtle shell. It's in the middle of Asakusa, and it's just, they pyro is basically just people doing
It's a match.
incense. It's just great. It's phenomenal. You had to been there.
But again, yeah, I was shocked that this didn't open the show because I thought it would because there was no build. So I was just like,
Yeah.
okay, that was weird. How was this in the semi-main spot? So, all right. ROH Women's Championship.
No.
Against
No.
Willow Nightingale. Hold the fuck you again. Learn the fucking gimmicks.
Which
20
is
minutes and 30 seconds. Sleazy. Oh wait. Well,
Oh, did you forget
Voice
your
of
own
Wrestling
fucking
gave it
gimmick?
4.5 stars. Sleazy, you're the women's wrestling enthusiast.
You still forgot your own gimmick.
Was my own gimmick?
Yo, dog, I heard you like women's matches.
No.
Sleazy would say, I do. And then you go into the spiel.
There's so much fucking animosity on this show tonight.
No.
Jesus Christ. It's like you guys fucking watched a Ring of Honor show or something.
It's what happens when I only get on 2 weeks at a time. We don't have the subtleness. It has to come out in every 2 week spans.
You gotta get your shit in.
Yeah.
3 stars. I was disappointed in the actual match. There was quite a few messy spots in it. Fuck your finish twice. I thought once again the finish. Not a huge fan of it. 2 O faces, but the second one wasn't enough, so we gotta do a whole submission spot afterwards. And that was after they traded finishers and then no-sold them. So
Ring of Honor show.
No. AEW show.
And who owns Ring of Honor again?
I don't know. There's a lot of...
Some cokehead owns Ring of Honor.
There was
Allegedly.
Allegedly. There was a lot of AEW style finishes on this show that I didn't like.
So you're saying that AEW doesn't know how to book a match? Is what you're saying.
No, AEW knows how to book AEW matches.
Okay, no. Don't act like this is a fucking new thing. We've been talking about this for 4 fucking years. And you're good. Oh, I got you, motherfucker. No, fuck off. We've been talking about this for years. Tony Khan is not a booker. He's a money mark. That's great. We need money marks in the business because people need to get paid. He shouldn't be booking the shows. He should be having somebody who's experienced in booking shows. Guys like, I don't know, Vince Russo.
Oh, your best friend on X.
Vince Russo would be so well suited for AEW's style of booking for angles and stuff. Because they want that Attitude Era without the Attitude Era.
Yeah. But yeah, what can I say? It was... I was shocked that Athena won.
Yes. Right.
100%. They build this up as the first women's match ending in finishing an ROH pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, they're not having a heel win. First time, they're not having a heel win. Willow's winning 100%.
So you were wrong.
I never said that.
Yeah, you did. You just said.
I never said the words out of my. I never said I was wrong that came out of my mouth. So lawyered. But anyway, Sleazy, fuck you. This was my match of the night.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Had the fight without honor not happened, it would have been match of the night. And what the fuck was it missing?
I gave it 4.5 stars. Your face. Sleazy did touch on it. Traded finishers, and they no-sold them. That was kind of my only beef. This is the match where had no business being as good as it did. I didn't think they... Like, the ROH World Title match, right? Obviously, should not have been closed the show. There's no build. But I didn't think they earned the main event here. I think it felt forced. But then the match happened. And I'm like, okay. They put the work in.
I mean, hard disagree, but...
Yeah, really,
You're wrong. You're wrong.
I mean, whatever. I mean, that's fine.
But,
you guys are entitled to your opinion.
I mean, you guys, I'm with you, dickhead. I think they did earn the main event spot. I watched the product.
No, I think Sleazy is saying that they didn't put the work in.
I don't think it was as good as you guys thought it was.
Yeah.
This was the best Ring of Honor women's match that's ever happened.
I 100% agree with that.
That may be true.
It's not a high bar to clear.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's
I don't know, but
true.
they've had some good ones with like Allison Danger and them back in the day. It's just not a lot of people's time.
I am happy that they got the main event spot. I'm happy that it is two very hardworking women in the wrestling business that got that spot. I just wasn't a fan. And to be fair, 3 stars isn't a bad match. It was a good match. It just wasn't blow off my socks, type of match.
Wow.
Why does Sleazy overrate some matches and underrate others? I don't get it.
Terrible match, 4 stars.
Yeah.
Right?
Match of the night, 2.25. Fucking dickhead.
That's why he rated Shibata and Danny Garcia 4.25.
That was my match of the night, without question.
It was a terrible match. That's why he rated it 4.25.
That fight, again, we will argue this till we're black and blue. The fight without honor was the best match on this show. Because it had the most storytelling and the most believable spots.
We all had 3 different matches of the night.
Mm-hmm. And to be fair, it was my number 2 match of the night, so I can't.
It was my number 2 match of the night also.
Yeah.
But
law averages, fight without honor wins on average.
That might actually be true on this.
Yeah.
I mean, you can call law of averages you want, but you're still wrong. Overall thoughts on the show? Wasn't bad. I mean, it was way better than what I thought it would be. How about that?
Okay, considering there was how many matches on the main card? 6, and then 4 on 8. Excuse me. So 8 plus 4, 12 matches with builds that were questionable at best. And even Tony Khan openly saying before the show started that a lot of things fell through here.
Yeah.
So to have this show happen the way it did, I'm pleasantly surprised. There were some misses.
That is a good explanation of the show.
Pleasantly surprised. Yeah. So yeah. Said the guy with the Ring of Honor hat behind him.
Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, where is that fuck?
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. So obviously Fat Man had a bunch of shit going on beforehand. No news and rumors this week. Because there really wasn't much. I had just quickly paused through. I didn't see much of anything. Ryan, was there something that you wanted to bring up?
About wrestling or about the pay-per-view? Yes.
Oh, just wrestling in general.
Your cool stat that you dropped on me the other day, actually.
Oh, Dominic Mysterio. Yeah, so Dominic Mysterio is the first person to main event Raw, SmackDown, and NXT within the span of a week.
Not only main event, all title matches.
Yes. He defended in one, he challenged for another, and, well, the other 2 he challenged for. The tag titles, and then, obviously, he won the NXT North American Championship.
I'm scrolling here now through wrestling because that's going on.
I got some too. WWE's 2 weeks away from SummerSlam with 44,447 tickets sold. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso in a tribal combat match. We'll look up the card later.
When is that?
2 weeks.
Just 2 weeks away?
Yeah,
Shit.
it's the, what is it, the 6th? 5th?
I'm bringing it up now because I might as well just go over crap anyway.
It's the 5th.
So it's Saturday.
A week from Saturday, yeah. So 13 days away. Due to high ticket prices, Dave Meltzer... Oh, sorry. According to...
Fuck Dave Meltzer!
We're getting better at that.
Yeah,
states that this year's SummerSlam will most likely be the highest grossing event ever in the United States for a non-WrestleMania event.
Cool.
Due to high selling ticket prices. He also discussed how many people are underestimating SummerSlam's success despite All In selling over 75,000 tickets to Wembley in a few weeks. Here's his quote. As far as the idea of this giant crowd, I mean, this will probably be legitimately the biggest gross in the United States for a non-WrestleMania event in the history of pro wrestling since the beginning of time, which is an incredible accomplishment. But because of All In, it's most likely anything they announce is almost gonna make some people try to say, "Oh, they're losers. You lost to ... You know this, which is ridiculous. He's actually bashing AEW here, which is kind of cool.
Well, I was gonna make the bit of who punched Dave Meltzer in the dick in AEW, because this has been happening more recently.
That thing where like they're going in there. I mean, legitimately, they'll end up with 50,000 people, which is a giant success. He says a lot. You're gonna have those people go. You didn't even sell it out. Like there's a chance of selling out Ford Field. There's no chance of this for SummerSlam. It's a disaster. Yeah, if people are willing to, 50,000 people in a dome isn't bad, and if they're going to be the highest grossing non-WrestleMania event in the United States, good for them.
That starts with S. It happens in August.
I'm going to punch you in the fucking ovary when I see you in August.
Speaking of August, guess what's... There's a piece of news that we didn't actually say anything about. Guess what's going on sale on August 18th?
WrestleMania tickets.
Okay, so the actual tickets are going to be on sale. The actual sale date is August 18th. There's pre-sale before then, and there's probably pre-sale.
Which is literally the day we're meeting up.
Yeah. There's already packages announced, too. Have you seen some of the packages?
Yes.
Holy goddamn. So they start at $800 and go all the way up to $15,000, I think was the top one, per package. And some of them were like ridiculous things. Like
so
obviously,
I'll tell you what I got for me and Dickhead when we did Mania. Everything.
Oh, by the way, Dickhead messaged me today.
Oh God.
But anyway, so I'll tell you what we got when we did our package.
Mm-hmm.
Guess how much it was per person, because we had 4 of us. Hall of Fame in Madison Square Garden, which was Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
A fan access on Thursday. There was fan access Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We had 1 fan access Thursday. Hall of Fame Saturday. Fan access Sunday morning. WrestleMania Sunday night. Raw on Monday, and our hotel was included. That was our package. How much did we pay per person?
$900.
$2,000 per person.
Okay, so that's a good. Now keep in mind that was 10 years ago.
10 years ago. That was decent
11 years
seats for that was decent seats for Hall of Fame, decent seats for Mania, wicked seats for Raw.
Okay, so here's the. I'm going to pass on the silver package. Okay, the gold package. Okay, includes lower level seating, which means bottom bowl of a big fucking arena.
So that's where we
football
were 2 hours. Yeah.
Okay, pre-show hospitality with the Undertaker. Mm-hmm. A signed commemorative poster, a ring mat plaque. So they give you like a little tiny piece of the ring mat. Official WWE Priority Pass gift pack, which means they give you a t-shirt. They give you Superstore Express Lane, which means the mark gets to purchase stuff before the other marks. A dedicated arena entrance, which means the mark gets to get in before the other marks. And a WWE credential and lanyard, which is a $5 item. Okay? No other tickets to anything else. No hotel. How much do you guys think that was, if you haven't seen this?
I've seen it, because I'm actually looking at it right now, but I saw it before and I already knew it.
Okay.
I haven't. I'm going to guess $3,000.
You are incorrect. It's $4,000 per person. Yeah. They managed...
I have the hotel packages.
How obscene are they?
Okay, so this is the silver package. 3 nights plus ticket plus hotel. Upper level seating. You're at a select Philadelphia airport hotel.
Which one do you want to get shot at?
Which,
right?
by the way, I've stayed at an airport. It's not far away from Lincoln Financial Field. How about that? Round trip event transportation.
So here's a bus ticket.
Bus ticket or
we had them
or
in my
Uber.
package too, because we had the trains for.
Yep. Pre-show tailgate with superstar appearances. Doesn't say who. The priority gift pass, dedicated stadium entrance, what you say.
Mm-hmm.
Flex pay available, reserved with a low deposit. Starting at $2,335.
So $335 means you don't get anything else in terms of tickets.
The silver bundle 4-night package. That was just a silver package. This is the silver bundle. Includes WrestleMania, Raw, and SmackDown. Upper level seating. You're at the Wyndham Philadelphia Hotel.
That is a beautiful hotel, by the way. That's not a shitty hotel.
I think that's where the superstars are actually staying.
Yes.
And then
I
you get
know.
everything else. $31.40. The gold. This is where you get the Philadelphia Rittenhouse Square Hotel with the pre-show hospitality from the Undertaker. The mat. $59.25.
So that gives you a good idea because that's exactly the same thing as the gold package without the hotel. So the difference between the two, they claim that the hotel stay and everything around the hotel stay is worth $1,925.
Now, this is the champion bundle. This is the highest priced one. Floor level seating. Wyndham Hotel, Undertaker, WrestleMania 30 commemorative chair with exclusive hostel-free shipping, an ECW experience with Rob Van Dam, WrestleMania 40 live podcast media lounge,
Ooh.
dedicated wait staff on the floor, plus
like everybody
everything
else.
plus whatever all the other bundles hold. You bastard. $12,895.
Wow.
13 grand.
13 grand.
To go to fucking WrestleMania.
And SmackDown and Raw.
Yeah,
And
you
get
get
the hotel.
4 events.
You get 4 events. You get a meet and greet with The Undertaker. You get lower seating. You also get transportation, and you get your hotel.
Yeah. Fuck.
For somebody coming in from out of state or out of country, that might be good.
Out of country.
Out of country.
Yeah.
Because
It's 100%
everything's taken care of for you, basically, other than food. And you can go to John's Roast Pork one night and fucking jack off at Pat's later. Whatever. But the reality is that package is not for any of us here.
No.
You know what I mean? That is a pure Marks package. And I don't mean that in a bad thing.
I was going to say 100%. It's not a bad thing. I'd pay that because that's everything for me. Because unlike you jaded fucks, I 1000% proudly am a wrestling fan and love every bit of that shit.
I'm not saying I don't, though.
No, here's the thing. You can call us jaded fucks, but if Sleazy didn't live an hour away and I'm not 5 hours away, if I was, say, in California, that may be an option.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys didn't spring for anything fun and you lived there and fucking for Mania 29. Like, you didn't get a Hall of Fame. You didn't go to Raw.
Nope.
You didn't do either one of the fan accesses.
Okay, to be fair, I want to point out a couple of quick things with that. Number one, funds were limited on that one.
Yes.
Okay, very much so. We barely scraped enough money to actually get tickets to WrestleMania. Ring of Honor tickets were cheap as fuck.
I know. That's why we bought them, because we were like, hey, these are cheap. We're there Friday. There's nothing to do.
We only had a few days in New York fucking city where I wasn't sure exactly financially how we were going to deal with a lot of the things we did.
So, little behind the scene things. I lost my job a few months, right before we were planning.
Yeah. And I
So-
wasn't working other than with my business.
Yeah, so we were scraping by. Now, when I went to Dallas, I went to the Hall of Fame. I went to Access. You know, I at least went there. You know,
New Orleans. We did a lot more in New Orleans.
New Orleans, we did. Yeah, PTSD going on there.
Right?
But yeah, funds were limited for that first WrestleMania trip for sure. It was more like, okay, we went to a because I already went to a WrestleMania. Sleazy did.
We brought SpaghettiOs for a lunch, for fuck's sake.
And I was pretty excited about that.
That was literally one of our fucking meals that trip. That we joked about it, but that was not a work. That was a shoot.
No.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah,
Because we were scraping by on that fucking trip.
sure were. But cheap ass Red Sox Yankees tickets and nosebleed seats. And then I think we paid more for a blanket than we did for the tickets. Oh, Sleazy went bye-bye.
Which means we're going shortly, or is he
Yep.
coming back?
Might be coming back.
We kind of lost everyone there. Sorry about
He
that.
might be coming back.
Sorry. I don't know if that was me or just how this worked. I don't know. But the point I wanted to make was that we spent a lot of time planning that trip to the fucking minute. I got pissed because Ring of Honor, or not Ring of Honor, the Manhattan Center threw out some of our snacks.
So here's because the night when we met you guys, Sleazy brought his bag in, the bag of many things. We had snacks in there. They let us in. Didn't
Saw it too. They're
Saw
like,
it.
I have food in here.
Yep, didn't matter. And Devers just hit a home run. Sweet. But the next night in the same building for the Ring of Honor tapings, because I think we bought the Supercard of Honor bundle that had the taping the next day, they're like, well, you can't bring that in. We're like, we brought it in last night. And they go, we don't care.
And I had to throw out like $15 worth of food
Yeah.
that we didn't have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That pissed me off so much.
We were eating like dollar menu stuff at McDonald's.
Yeah,
like,
it was so bad. It was so
the
bad.
one meal we sprung on was Lombardi's.
Lombardi's, yeah.
Yeah, was like the one, and then that was a tiny ass small pizza that Sleazy and I shared that we probably could have folded up and ate 3 bites out of.
Yeah. It was
that
small.
was like-
it was good, but it was
It
small.
was good, but it was like $20.
Yeah, it was.
We saw
'Cause
the
they're-
price. We're like, we're sharing this.
Yeah. Like, oh, God damn it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it was just, there were a lot of things that happened that weekend that, it was still a great memory. There was a lot of cool things we did. There were a lot of memories we made. But at the end of the day, that was a very budget-friendly trip. And unlike probably what's going to happen this coming year, there's going to be so many more things that we'll be able to do because I live an hour away. So we could go to every fucking show we want to. We can go to, because we're not paying for hotels. We're not paying for a shit ton. We're not paying for a fucking week's worth of rentals and shit like that. There's going to be so much more that we'll be able to access. And spoiler, there might be something we'll be doing. But the reality is that...
OnlyFans.com/wrestling show.
Please, my God. But having like Ryan come down and be able to spend that time with us, being able to do this kind of stuff is so important to us from a wrestling perspective. And WrestleMania is such a big thing. So to have Meltzer to swing it all the fucking way back here, bitch about ticket sales and shit like that. And just like, things are different, man. This economy's different. $13,000 for a package, unless this was like your dream vacation, is a lot of money. And I like Rob Van Dam. I like the character, The Undertaker. But I'm not sure I could justify spending even a fraction of that for that. I really don't think so. The only thing that it shows to me is that Rob Van Dam will not be doing any indie shows.
Nope.
Tommy Dreamer, you're about to get booked a lot.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it was. I'm looking forward to it. Like, again, Sleazy's gonna put up his home for at least, I know, at least for me. So again, that's an expensive.
I told you I'm sleeping in the bed with Sleazy and Michelle if it goes down. I don't give a fuck.
Dude, there's a king size bed. You can sleep with me. Remember, no lube.
Okay.
There's lube in the drawer if you want.
I
You
know.
don't need it.
I'm not saying you need it. I'm just saying if you want it. Anything else, guys?
Jeff Jarrett named his Mount Rushmore of opponents.
Oh, God.
Who are they?
Okay, Jeff Jarrett. China?
China was an honorable mention.
Oh, damn.
AJ Styles. No. Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle is one.
Sting?
Sting is not.
Interesting. I wouldn't say the roadie, but...
The roadie.
That's a good
It's
one.
obviously Steve Mongo McMichael.
Right?
No.
Are they all... Well, I shouldn't say all Hall of Famers because none... Who would be a good...
3 of the 4 make sense. One of them kind of makes sense if you stretch it.
Well, let me put it this way. Are they all in TNA? Were they all in TNA?
Technically, one of them was, but not during the time frame on why he would put them on the Mount Rushmore of his opponents.
And nobody from AEW.
Yeah, nobody's.
Okay, so it's all WWE guys.
Is it?
I would assume. I mean, maybe not, but
Is it people he's already wrestled, right?
People
Yeah.
he has wrestled. His Mount Rushmore of opponents. Angle is one.
that's a hard one. Jesus.
Shawn Michaels.
Has he worked Michaels?
The IC title.
Yep.
And when I say the IC titles, you should think who number 3 is.
Yeah.
Honky Tonk
it was
Man?
Razor Ramon.
That's number 3.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And number 4, you're going to smack yourself when I say it because you'll be like, right.
Kevin Sullivan?
Jerry Lawler.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
See?
See?
That's just,
That's why
Yeah,
I was
that
like,
makes sense.
that's why I was like, they're not all WWE guys. Like, Scott Hall was in TNA for like a legit cup of coffee, but this was after, like,
Yeah.
no, I thought Scott Hall was like on the first episode of TNA.
he was there and did the Kings of Wrestling shit, like in a stable with Jarrett. But
Yeah. He never
Yeah.
faced him.
yeah, like I said, he was in TNA, but when they talk about his Mount Rushmore, it was about opponents, and the IC title for that way was,
Razor.
yeah.
Back in the day, yeah. It makes sense. That's a cool little thing. I like that. Okay, well, let's call it night, Ryan. Put yourself over.
Ryan Buckott, Twitter, Reddit. I don't have a Reddit quote of the week because it's been a slow week on Reddit. Like, there's normal nonsense, but nothing that has to be shared to the masses. So pick your game up, Reddit. I need stupid shit to say on the podcast.
So I've been trying to put this over a little bit more these days. So PWS scorecards is what we use when we do the wrestling show staff prediction game. I've been putting your email out there, ryanbuck@thewrestlingshow.com, to sign up for that.
Oh, yeah, I should be checking that, eh?
Yeah, probably should. Last sign in was a year ago, so I mean,
Hey, actually, that makes sense because it would have been right before I left my wife, and on the other computer.
Well, there you go. Well, it's a race to the bottom on who has logged in least recently, you or Dietz. So,
Deeds.
Chip, bless his soul, has logged in 8 months ago. So you guys all check your email.
I logged in today.
An hour ago. Looks like 2 hours ago. But yeah, if you want to join our PWS scorecard, Ryan is the person to talk to. Ryan Buck at WrestlingShow.com.
Ryan Buckatch. All
It's
right.
right.
Email.
Yeah.
Unlike Fat Man, who don't actually have fun with the scorecards, all the rest of us, even the people I do it here, have a blast doing the scorecards and then watching along and looking at the different side bets and shit because it's a real fun way to do it.
And then I get miserable and pissy when I lose by 3 points.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Literally, the only reason why I lost was I didn't get a single one of the match order correct.
Yeah.
Not one. Not even one. I put the Ring of Honor World Championship at the top.
So did I as the main event. I was like, that's definitely going to be the main event. And then it was like, no, it's not. I beat you by 3 points.
Yeah.
I only got 3 points in the women's main event.
Yeah.
If I would have done it, I would have put the ROH World Title on first.
You still would have been wrong, but
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
right, but that shows the cool part about it is that you cannot know a single goddamn thing about wrestling and still win these. It's just there's a lot of side bets and stuff like that really make it fun.
yeah, kind of like if I'm not sure, like the fight with how many unique weapons are going to get used.
Yeah.
like stuff like that was pretty cool, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So fuck Chip because he wasn't on the show.
Fuck Deeds because it's not on draft episode.
Okay, we got to run Chips through the mud because he's like, oh, I couldn't find it.
We all illegally streamed this pay-per-view, dickhead.
No, we did not. We purchased it on Fight.
Oh,
I did.
I legally streamed it.
Well, you're Canadian. It doesn't matter to you.
Yeah.
But the thing is that WatchRingOfHonor.com or WatchROH.com was a thing. It happened. 39.
Payperview.com. Apparently, you could order it on YouTube TV also.
See, I didn't know that. That's pretty interesting. Bleacher Report was still doing it. But yeah, Fight was where we got it from. But the thing is that the reality is sometimes schedules fucking suck, I guess. But I'll let this one go. Next one we won't be as forgiving. Bastard. I'm at TWS Sleazy.
TWS Fatman.
And we are SleazyFatman wherever it is, like TikTok and fucking Threads. Has either of you gone on Threads yet?
No.
Okay. Well, Threads, it seems okay, I guess. It's kind of slowing down, but whatever. But Instagram, Threads, TikTok, Twitter, go on over there, give us a like. Videos you can find at twitch.tv/SleazyFatman, youtube.com/SleazyFatman, premium videos on onlyfans.com/The Wrestling Show. Don't forget that we do stream every Saturday, or God damn it, I did this last week. Every Sunday night at 8 p.m. We do those live. If you want to join us by joining in on the chat, please do so. We're happy to be here. We will actually interact with you guys while we're doing the show. You can find all sorts of content at thewrestlingshow.com, including merch, articles, ton of other cool stuff. Like I said, the Fat Horseman t-shirt's out, available now. Yay! Get it. Mm-hmm. You can get this podcast every Saturday morning wherever you get your podcasts, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Podbean. Don't hesitate to rate us on your favorite platform and click automatic downloads. It really does help us out. Once again, I do want to say a thank you for the Rock Solid Wrestling Talk for having me on their show this morning. That show's dropping Wednesday at 6 p.m. on all their social media. I will link their social media stuff in the liner notes to this episode. So, with thanks to Ryan, a thank you to not Chip for showing up on the show. So that's a fuck you for him. And as always, for Sleazy.
For the Fat Man.
This is the Wrestling Show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Peace.
Fuck Dave Bouncer. Fuck Kenny Omega. A hot dog's on a sandwich. A sub is on a sandwich. A burger is a sandwich. Okay, so I fucked this up 2 weeks ago with Summer Anniversary. I double checked. We're going to try something new next week. NXT Great American Bash is live Sunday at 8. We're going to try doing a live watch along. We're going to try it and see how it goes.
God help us all.
I'm the truth that you seem to run from. I'm an army of one. I'm a clip in your gun.